Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hey, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you an interesting matchup between the Blue Valley Southwest T-Wolves and the Shawnee Mission Northwest Cougars. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First from Blue Valley Southwest.
I'm Pavan Code and I'm a senior.
I'm Ross Marine, I'm also a senior.
I'm Andy Divalbus and I'm a freshman.
I'm Grant Laster and I'm a sophomore.
And I'm Katie Super and I'm a sophomore.
And our competitors from Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Hi, I'm Kirk. I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Alex Dang. I'm a junior.
I'm Avery Koslak and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Sam Brolin. I'm a junior.
I'm Willis Kessler and I'm a junior.
Fantastic. All right. Here in the first round of categories, we will take turns answering questions. If a team responds incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. We did a coin toss right before we started taping today, and it was won by Blue Valley Southwest. So T-Wolves, here is the first category. It is economics. What three-word name is used in economics to designate the level at which an individual, family, or nation lives? Ross?
Quality of life.
Quality of life or standard of living. We will accept either one. Cougars, science is your category. What type of immune system response ranges between hypersensitivity and anaphylactic shock? Sam?
Allergic reaction.
Allergic reaction, correct. Southwest, European history is your category. Who was the dreaded leader of the Huns? Ross?
Attila.
Attila is correct. Cougars, geography, specifically cities, is your category. Is the oldest city in the Western Hemisphere Santa Fe, Lima, St. Augustine, or Santo Domingo? Willis?
St. Augustine.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. T-Wolves, chance to steal this geography cities category. The oldest city in the Western Hemisphere, is it Santa Fe, Lima, St. Augustine, or Santo Domingo? Ross?
Santa Fe.
It is not Santa Fe, it's Santo Domingo. I believe St. Augustine is the oldest in North America, but not the Western Hemisphere. T-Wolves, music terminology is your category. In music, what name is given to a vertical line drawn across the staff, dividing it into measures?
Bar line. Bar.
Grant? It is
I'm
a bar.
sorry.
You are correct. Just wait to be called on next time. Bar is correct. Cougars, U.S. history, environment is your category. University of Arizona scientists say that tree growth around the world may be speeding up because of the buildup of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere since the beginning of what revolution? Kirk?
The Industrial Revolution.
Industrial Revolution. Very good. Southwest, science, medicine is your category. A non-malignant neoplasm is another name for what generally harmless growth? Ross?
A benign tumor.
Benign tumor. Economics is your category, Cougars. What word may be defined as an exclusive control of a commodity or service? Alex?
A monopoly?
A monopoly. Timberwolves, history is your category. In the 20th century, two political parties have dominated the politics of Great Britain. The Labour Party is one. Name the other. Ross?
The Peoples.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Northwest, chance to steal this history category. In the 20th century, two political parties have dominated the politics of Great Britain. The Labour Party is one. Name the other. Kirk?
The Conservative Party.
The Conservative Party is correct, and you have evened up the score at 4 apiece. You do get the next question, and it comes from the category of general knowledge. Which vegetable should be placed in a newly painted room to absorb the odors? Alex?
A tomato.
It is not a tomato. T-Wolves, you have a chance to steal this general knowledge question. Which vegetable should be placed in a newly painted room to absorb the odors? Ross?
An onion.
It is an onion. I didn't know that was general knowledge, but that was good. Timberwolves, you do get the next category. It is world geography. What is Europe's largest peninsula? Ross.
The Iberian.
I'm sorry, it is not the Iberian Peninsula. Cougars, chance to steal this world geography category. What is Europe's largest peninsula? Willis.
Balkan.
I cannot accept that either. We're looking for Scandinavia. Scandinavia. Cougars, you do get the next category. It is vocabulary and it is multiple choice. Which of these words is synonymous with ravenous? Is it omnivorous, voracious, greedy? Alex.
Voracious.
Voracious is correct. Timberwolves, current events is the category. Name the American singer whose style spanned a variety of music genres, including blues, rhythm and blues, rock and roll, soul, gospel, and jazz, who passed away just last week. Grant.
Etta James.
Etta James is correct. Cougars, fine arts, specifically art. This craft originated in Venice in the 17th century, was revived in the United States in the 20th century. It is the art of decorating with paper cutouts. Name the craft. Alex?
Paper mache.
It is not paper mache. Timberwolves, chance to steal this fine arts category. This craft originated in Venice in the 17th century and was revived in the United States in the 20th century. It is the art of decorating with paper cutouts. Name the craft. Ross?
Blocking.
It is not blocking, it's decoupage. Decoupage. Ask your parents about it. It was a lot of fun. All right, Timberwolves, math is your category. A complex number is a number of the form a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers and I equals what? Pavan?
The square root of -1.
Very good, that is correct. Cougars, you have the next category. It is another fine arts question, but this time it's about theater. George and Martha, a childless couple, are the main characters in what play by Edward Albee? Alex.
George Washington.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Timberwolves, you have the chance to steal the category here. It's fine arts theater. George and Martha, a childless couple, are the main characters in what play by Edward Albee? The answer is Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Timberwolves, you do have the next category. It's science. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, as the speed of a spaceship approaches 186,000 miles per second, would time on the spaceship slow down, speed up, or remain the same relative to time on Earth? Pavan.
Slow down.
It would slow down. Cougars, literature is your category. This novel describes life in the Yukon during the Great Gold Rush of 1896. Its author is Jack London. Alex.
Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild, very good. Southwest, U.S. government is your category. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing operates under the auspices of what cabinet department? Time on that. Cougars, chance to steal this U.S. government category. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Kirk.
Is it the Treasury?
It is the Treasury. Cougars, sports is your category. What British game was part of the Olympic Summer Games for just one Olympiad, the 1900 Games in Paris? Alex?
Cricket.
Cricket is correct. And you have even up the score at 8 apiece. Timberwolves, it's geography, specifically cities. This very large Canadian city is the headquarters of the International Civil Aviation Organization and the International Air Transport Association, earning it the nickname of the air capital of the world. Ross.
Vancouver.
It is not Vancouver. Cougars, chance to steal this. That's not. I keep on saying U.S. It is not U.S. geography. It's cities. This very large Canadian city is the headquarters of the International Civil Aviation Organization and the International Air Transport Association, earning it the name of air capital of the world. Kirk.
Is it Montreal?
It is Montreal. Cougars, music is your category. It's multiple choice. What does the meter or time signature at the beginning of a song tell you? Is it how many notes per measure, how many measures in the song, how many beats per measure, or what kind of notes per measure? Alex?
How many beats per measure?
That is correct. Southwest, here's your category. It's science, astronomy. A star turns into one of these if gravity causes it to collapse beyond the Schwarzschild radius. What am I talking about? Ross?
A black hole.
It is a black hole. Very good. Cougars, language, specifically the German language. Translate this German word, Reich. Alex?
Republic.
Republic, state, or empire. We will take either of those. Timberwolves, military history is your question. What European country has lost the most warships in and around the Falkland Islands? Ross?
Spain.
It is not Spain. Northwest, chance to steal this military history question. What European country has lost the most warships in and around the Falkland Islands? Willis?
Britain.
It is not Britain. It's actually Germany. When they fought, they actually fought the British in World War I's Battle of the Falklands. So the answer was Germany. Cougars, I believe you do get the next category, and it's geography, mountains. What is the highest mountain outside the Himalayas and the Andes? Alex?
Kilimanjaro.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Southwest, geography, mountains is the category, your chance to steal. What is the highest mountain outside the Himalayas and the Andes? Grant?
K2.
Cannot accept K2. We're looking for Mount McKinley. Mount McKinley. T-Wolves, you get the next category. It is literature. Daniel Webster said God grants this only to those who love it and are always ready to guard and defend it. We are looking for a 3-syllable word. Ross?
Liberty.
It is liberty. Very good. Cougars, general knowledge, specifically typing. What letter is on the right end of the top row of letters on a typewriter keyboard? Sam?
P.
P. Very good. Sports is your category, Timberwolves. As with the leaderboard in golf, a tote board is associated with which sport? Ross?
Swimming.
It is not swimming. Cougars, chance to steal this sports category. As with the leaderboard in golf, the tote board is associated with which sport? Kirk?
Is it tennis?
It is not tennis. It's horse racing. Horse racing. Cougars, you get the next category. Believe it or not, it's a sports history question. Who batted behind Babe Ruth in the New York Yankees' famous Murderers Row? Kirk?
Lou Gehrig.
Pardon me?
Lou Gehrig.
It is Lou Gehrig. We'll take that. Lou Gehrig. All right, and both teams, as we head into halftime here, we have a score of slight lead for Shawnee Mission Northwest, 13, and Blue Valley Southwest, 10. As we head into this time in our program, we will go to a campus updates for each team. And with the Timberwolves, we have Ross. Ross, what is happening with Southwest?
Well, today was the first day of our Spirit Week, heading into our Sweetheart Dance. As you can see, it was Jersey Day, as almost all of our team got the memo. And we also recently have won 2 state championships in both debate and academic decathlon, and our basketball team came very close to beating Blue Valley Northwest, which is quite an accomplishment these days. And that's about it.
Awesome. Andy, did you really not get the memo?
I kind of. It's in between.
Okay.
I didn't really have any, but I kind of forgot to.
But you know what? You got Blue Valley stuff on, so you're good. All right, here we go. Shawnee Mission Northwest. Kirk, what is happening in the land of the Cougar?
Our orchestra teacher, Jeff Bishop, releases his first book called Bartholomew Amblin in the Old Forest. Spring conditioning has started to begin for our spring sports, which include girls soccer, track, and baseball. Our WPA dance, the Women Pay All dance, is coming out very soon. In fact, our own Sam Broll here actually managed to get a date. And the latest edition of the Northwest Passage recently came out last week.
Outstanding. Sam, I'd have to say that you did better than my entire 3 years at high school. It's okay. All right. All right, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. And just a little, I just want to point out that when I went to school, it was a 3-year school, not a 4-year school. So, all right, people are like, 3, 4, that guy can't even add. All right, as we head into the second round, it is the lightning round, but we are going to start off with our look and listen question. For those playing at home, we will have it broadcast, and for those in the studio, we have a monitor here for them to see. Just a reminder that look and listen could be look and listen. It could be just look. It could be just listen. We're waiting to see. And also the correct answer, first team to ring in with the correct answer, it is worth 2 points to start off our lightning round. So here we go. Both teams give both the name of the novel and its author that led to this federal response.
The president himself, Theodore Roosevelt, gave his personal endorsement. And so
Pavan.
Upton Sinclair, he wrote The Jungle.
That's what we're looking for, and 2 points for Southwest. Nice job. All right, as we head into the remainder of the lightning round, each team will have their hands on the buzzer. If a team responds incorrectly, another team will get a chance to steal. So here we go. Both teams, military history is the category. What war was responsible for the annihilation of French knighthood? Willis.
100 Years' War?
100 Years' War is correct. Both teams, world geography, resources. Which country is the largest oil producer in South America? Kirk.
Venezuela.
Venezuela is correct. Music, instruments is the next category. Name any 4 of the 6 instruments in the woodwind family. Ross.
Saxophone, clarinet, flute, and piccolo.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Cougars, you have a chance to steal this music instruments category. Name any 4 of the 6 instruments in the woodwind family. Kirk?
Saxophone, bassoon, clarinet, and flute.
Those are 4. I believe the flute and the piccolo are in the same family, so I could not accept that, Ross. Sorry. But that is correct for the Cougars. Both teams, here we go. U.S. history is the next category. Well, I think it would be along the same lines of the saxophone has several members of its
As in,
family.
like, you're saying, like, it's like saying baritone and tenor saxophone. And listing them with the same thing, because piccolo's just soprano flute.
Yeah, I think they're...
Well, we will go on. We will continue the game, but we will note the challenge.
All right.
Okay? U.S. history is the next category for both teams. The first example of amnesty in American history was granted by George Washington to Pennsylvanians who had taken part in what 17, Kirk?
Whiskey Rebellion.
The Whiskey Rebellion is correct. Science, chemistry for both teams. What is the chemical element that has the atomic number 94? Avery.
Uranium.
I'm sorry, it is not uranium. Timberwolves, chance to steal this science chemistry question. What chemical element has the atomic number 94? Pavan?
Plutonium.
It is plutonium.
Sweet.
Current events for both teams. President Ali Abdullah Saleh announced that he will travel to the United States for medical treatment. Of what country is Ali Abdullah? Kirk?
Syria.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Timberwolves, chance to steal this current events category. President Ali Abdullah Saleh announced that he will travel to the United States for medical treatment. Of what country is Ali Abdullah Saleh the president? Ross?
Egypt.
It's not Egypt, it's Yemen. Yemen. General knowledge for both teams. What proverb means better a small gain you are certain of than a large gain that you may not be able to? Kirk?
Better safe than sorry.
Cannot accept that, sorry. Southwest, chance to steal this general knowledge category. What proverb means better a small gain you are certain of than a large gain that you may not be able to obtain? Grant?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Sorry, cannot accept that either. We're looking for a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Both teams, U.S. government. What federal agency serves as a watchdog for Congress on all government expenditures? Ross.
The Congressional Budget Office.
Cannot accept that. Cougars, chance to steal this U.S. government question. What federal agency serves as a watchdog for Congress on all government expenditures? It's the General Accounting Office. General Accounting Office. Both teams, literature is the category. From Alice in Wonderland, what creation of English literature, and this is a quote in describing it, came whiffling through the Tovey woods? Kirk?
A Jabberwocky?
A Jabberwocky, very good. Art, painters. Two French impressionist painters have strikingly similar last names. Pavan?
Manet and Monet.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Cougars, art, painters is your category. Two French impressionist painters have strikingly similar last names. Identify both of them by last name and first name. Alex?
Claude Monet and Edouard Manet.
That is correct. Science, biology for both teams. What species of bird found on the Galapagos Islands was the most important? Ross?
The finches.
Finches. That is correct. Math is the next category for both teams. When a certain number is decreased by 8 3/8, the result is 27 5/8. What is the original number? Pavan?
36.
Very good. 36. Sports for both teams. Do scullers practice their sport in the air, on land, on water, or ice? Ross?
Ice.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Cougars, sports is the category, your chance to steal. Do scullers practice their sport in the air, on land, on water, or ice? Alex?
In the air.
I'm sorry, it's on water. It's rowing. Rowing. Geography for both teams. The Great Wall of China extends from the northwest limit of China eastward to what body of water? Alex? The Yellow Sea. General knowledge, what type of wool comes from the first shearing of a sheep less than 8 months old? Ross?
Lamb.
Lamb's wool, we'll take it. Both teams, history is the category. In what year, and we'll go ahead and take it within 5 years here. In what year did the U.S. Constitution take effect? Kirk?
87.
That's within 5. It was 1789. Very good. U.S. geography for both teams. What area of Alaska is most likely to have glaciers? The North Slope, the interior, or the Panhandle? Alex?
North Slope.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Timberwolves, chance to steal this U.S. geography category. What area of Alaska is most likely to have glaciers? The North Slope, the interior, or the Panhandle? Grant?
The interior.
Sorry, it's the Panhandle. It's the Panhandle. The other two are too dry to produce glaciers. All right, both teams, here we go. Economics is the category. What do we call the difference between the value of a country's exports and imports? Alex?
Exports.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Southwest, chance to steal this economics question. What do we call the difference between the value of a country's exports and imports? Pavan?
The GDP.
Cannot accept that either. We're looking for balance of trade. Balance of trade. Literature for both teams. What is the name of the cruel slave driver in Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin? Pavan?
Tom.
It is not Tom. Cougars, chance to steal this literature question. What is the name of the cruel slave driver? Alex?
Simon Legree.
That is correct. Current events for both teams. The New England Patriots and the New York Giants have advanced to Super Bowl 46, a matchup from what previous Super Bowl? Grant?
Super Bowl 42.
42 is the one we're looking for. Very good. Music. It's a fairly long question, so please pay attention. During the 1950s, Pete Seeger heard it and changed its message from pro-union to the general theme of freedom. In 1960, it was sung at a meeting of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and within months became the anthem of the civil rights movement. Ross?
We Shall Overcome.
That's the one we're looking for. Science, geology for both teams. What crystalline form of calcium carbonate is the basic constituent of? Is it chalk, marble? Oh, excuse me, let me start over. It's not a multiple choice. What crystalline form of calcium carbonate is the basic constituent of these three? Chalk, marble, and limestone. Ross.
Talc.
I'm sorry, it's not talc. Cougars, chance to steal this geology question. What crystalline form of calcium carbonate is the basic constituent of chalk, marble, and limestone? Avery?
Granite.
It's not granite, it's calcite. Calcite. Both teams, spelling is the category. It's the military rank derived from the French words meaning holding the place of. Avery?
C-O-L-O-N-E-L.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Timberwolves, spelling is the category. It's the military rank derived from the French words meaning holding the place of. Spell lieutenant. Pavan?
L-I-E-U-T-E-N-A-N-T.
That is it. Both teams, general knowledge. If you were writing a business letter on stationery with letterhead, what item, according to common practice, would appear below the letterhead and above the inside address? Kirk?
You are addressing the letter to?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Southwest, chance to steal this general knowledge question. If you were writing a business letter on stationery with letterhead, what item, according to common practice, would appear below the letterhead and above the inside address? Ross?
The return address.
I'm sorry, that too is incorrect. We're looking for the date. The date would go there. All right, math. Algebra is the next category. All right, it's a fairly long question. Lots of information in it. There are 24 people on a bus. If 1/3 of the people get off at the first stop and 1/4 of the remaining people get off at the second stop, how many people are left? Pavan?
12.
12. Exactly right. We've narrowed the gap a little bit here. Scores 22 to Blue Valley Southwest 20. Geography is the next category. North America's second largest Chinatown is in what Canadian city? Willis.
Vancouver.
Vancouver is correct. Literature for both teams. Answer this question from the works of Kipling. In the Jungle Books, what is the name of the Indian child who becomes lost? Kirk?
Mowgli.
That is correct. World history for both teams. In the latter part of the 19th century, what country joined the United States as a main source of world oil? Was it Great Britain? Willis?
Texas.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Southwest, your chance to steal this category. In the latter part of the 19th century, what country joined the United States as a main source of world oil? Great Britain, Japan, Russia, or Arabia? Ross.
Russia.
It is Russia. That siren does designate the ending of our game, and with a final score of Shawnee Mission Northwest 24 and Blue Valley Southwest 21. I think if we did call back into the question on the challenge. All right, and Northwest would still win even if we did take away a point and add a point. So we have a winner of Shawnee Mission Northwest. Please join us again here next time on Categories, as we will bring you the best and brightest minds of the high school students all throughout Johnson County.